Hi there, this is Jacqueline Van Bierk, and I'm so excited to share my new single, Bitches Like Me, collaboration with Smash Mob, with you. Who is Smash Mob? It's Frank Vogola and Jason Eldridge.
Hey,
Hello.
This is Frank,
This is Jason.
the Smash Mob, and want to talk a little bit about this new release we have coming out with Jacqueline Van Bierk.
They are two producers, singer-songwriters who are just so badass, and I'm so honored to be working with them.
This year, she made a splash at the Grammys, and she was in all the pictures. And I remember some of the bitchy comments people had said. Here she is in this gorgeous dress, and who is Jacqueline Van Bierk? That was I'm like, Google it. How disrespectful of Jacqueline and her career is that? So, anyway, somewhere in the back of my head, I thought, next year, no one's going to ask that question at the Grammys.
Fun. Working with Smash Mob is so much fun. Because, first of all, I love those guys. I think they're awesome to work with, and they're very talented, creative, and they take their work very serious. And I totally love that. I love when somebody says they're going to do something and they do it. Because I'm guilty of it too. Sometimes it's so easy to get distracted. We always have stuff going on. So working with people that, that are on you and they're just like, let's make it happen. That's just so inspiring to me and motivating, and then I want to get it done, obviously, And, we would just see each other at parties, and I love dogs. So I was like, oh my God, I love Charlie. It's so awesome. And so we slowly started talking.
Just like Charlie's always with me, Bolt is always with Jacqueline, and she brought him in. The first 30 seconds she walked in the yard, Bolt fell right into the pond, and I wish I had video of it because it was hilarious. He's still embarrassed about it. Don't say anything.
Next thing I know, he was working on a single.
Our Australian label asked us to do it. It was done by another artist in the 90s on tape, and they wanted us to modernize it.
Doing a remixing, remastering, rewriting of a single for his Australian label.
And I listened to it and I thought, well, I think we could do a good job, but it doesn't really have a chorus. If you're okay with me doing a chorus, not that that song already has an artist on it. It has a songwriting. I'm not going to make anything, but just I wanted to have a respectable single. So I think between the two of us, we came up with that chorus. And I went, Jacqueline, so I got a hold of her. She did it, turned it around on time, perfectly did what I asked. I said, I want a little bit of that girl group ache in your voice, and she, pulled it off perfectly. And along with being a great performer, a great visual artist, a great writer, she gets stuff done.
And so that's kind of how we started working. And we were like, man, we should just do a track together,
And that's something that we look for, is people that are, we have a good rapport with, because you can hear it in the music.
So we set a time and a date, and we just got together. I went to the studio. He played me a bunch of tracks that him and Jason were doing, and the minute I heard that track, I was like, there's something about it I just really love. So.
You loud, you're crude, you're so not cool.
It's Brazilian trap. We do a lot of film and TV composing, and a lot of the artists that were around have heard it and really dug it. And Jacqueline says, God, I've got to do a song with you with one of these. And so she picked out, I remember the original title of it. We, worked with her on it.
Native Trap. It had Indian man chanting on it.
Yeah, Native American, yeah.
I want to do that. And the reason was because I love trap. It had elements of trap in it. And in general, it was something that I have never done before. And I wanted to try something completely different, just really step outside the box for myself. Usually I do more darker stuff. I don't really like to be just one thing. I'm an artist, and I like to be spontaneous and not so predictable, And I think Frank really brought something out in me that I haven't explored before, and I really love that, Frank just started playing it. I started just throwing some melodies out. We kept recording everything I was doing.
Got in the studio and just played around. Then I kind of made an arrangement I thought that I liked. I sent it to Jason. He played with it a bit, and then Jacqueline did, messed around with it, and then she brought in some words.
Worked on some lyrics and kept tweaking the melodies. Went back the second time to the studio, and honestly, we just recorded everything right then and there.
It came together really fast, and sometimes those are the best songs.
it was serendipity. Like we just like, it was magical. We just like, things just came out. The whole point of the song was I knew what I wanted to write about, because we kept talking about the music industry and how sometimes, you know, just guys disrespect you as a girl in the industry, you know, because especially if you're attractive, you know, they don't really take you serious, right? And so it was all about, you know, don't judge me by this, because I'm way more than that. And we don't take no shit.
And she's somebody you can count on. So
A lot of fun to work with.
oh,
A lot of fun.
That's what you'll hear in the song we did together, is how much fun we had making. I mean, it comes across.
I just loved it, and I had so much fun. I was like, oh my God, even in the studio, I was like, Frank, this is so cool. I love this, you know. And he was like, okay, cool. You know, it made me feel like I'm like 12 again. It was just like awesome. It was so effortless, and we totally clicked. And I think that's so important when you collaborate with somebody, that you either click or you don't. If it's really, you know, a pain in the ass, or there's like a lot of egos in the room, it's not that good. And for us, there was no ego. It was just all about the song. It was all about, let's just make it badass song, you know, and have fun doing it.
We did the song in the California studio. We're in our Michigan studio now. We did the video also in the California studio, and just to use some green screen. The California studio is totally solar powered, so this is also our first solar powered single.
And that was very last minute, because Frank had to go back to Michigan, so we decided, let's just do it next week. He totally was like, bring whatever you want to bring, you know, we'll make it happen. I just let the universe guide me, just like brought a bunch of outfits that I thought would be cool. Wanted to have some different characters going on, different costume changes, and just make it fun and playful. You know, that was the whole idea, to not take it too serious. What was really fun about recording the music video is that I was just like in the studio, you know, I had Nicole Ray do my makeup, which was like, she was so awesome. She totally nailed it, what I was going for. And then we had our dogs, my dog Bolt, which is like a border collie mix, you know, he's pretty big, and then Charlie, and they kind of, you know, they coexist. They don't really care for each other too much. But suddenly, while I was like, you know, doing my thing, Charlie's like, hey, I'm feeling the energy here, I want to play, you know. And then he kept barking at Bald, and Bald's like, what? So he started barking back at him, and they just started going at it, like in a playful way, but it was like so funny. And I'm like, Frank, leave this in, this is hilarious. Yeah, so you're probably going to see some of that footage.
And the dogs were there, and in the middle of it, you know, they decided to start playing, and it was hilarious. Jacqueline just kept going. We actually used that take. There was another one where Charlie went and sat right on her mark, because he knew that's where the attention was, and he wouldn't move. I had to go pick him up.
Okay, Charlie. Charlie, come here.
Nobody told me I can't be here.
Come here, buddy. Charlie.
I mean, he kind of
He's
matches
just
his jacket.
sitting right there looking at me. Well, actually, I'd be
If
great.
they're both in here, I don't care. Seriously, like, I
Well,
think it's
both
funny.
doesn't fit, but he fits. I mean,
Yeah, it's
but-
funny.
but-
Just let him. Okay.
Harris, you're being so cute. Look, I want to be the center of attention.
I know. They should be in the video.
You know, so we're all very excited about this whole project, and I cannot wait to share the song and the video with the world. I think it's badass, and I cannot wait to work with them again on another song, because it was like so effortless and fun.
Let's, I'll make Jacqueline the big star that she really should be. We want to see her at the top where she belongs.
Like, I had a blast doing it, and to me that's a success right there. If I have a great time, if I'm really into the song, then that's a winner, you know, in my eyes at least. So I'm looking forward to doing more stuff with Smash Mob, and I cannot wait for you to hear more of what they're doing with other artists, because they're just like super talented guys. Hopefully you're gonna love it. If you love it, please share it, tell the rest of the world about it, and we'll all make it happen. I'm very excited about it, and I will see you in the next video. I will see you next time. Thank you.